Hey there, YouTube fans. How you going, man? So I wanted to talk a little bit about counseling, okay, and the differences between men and women or boys and girls. Now, I've spoken briefly about this subject before. I was a qualified social worker. Now, recently I found a video of another professional talking about this subject, which I thought was very, very interesting, and I want to share with you, and I'll try to link it in the description, okay? So, in summary, I discovered, and it took me a long, long time to discover this, that counseling for a guy, for example, or a boy, is different to counseling for a woman or a girl. Now, I'll tell you the differences that this professional and the studies actually have backed up. And as I said, I come to this realization only fairly recently in my life and career. And it's basically this, that rather than going over and over and over the same problems that you have, or ruminating, as we say, that for a guy, you need to look at solutions and to be more stoic, be more, kind of control your own emotions and compartmentalize that. And rather than hashing over the same things and kind of pulling off, the scab that's been created and then making the scab bleed metaphorically, you need to be stoic and move on and accept the fact that that was a problem that you had, and you may or may not be able to do something about it, and you need to move on. Now, the differences with women, though, is different. So women feel better if they talk about their problems because they may be lost, and when they share their problem, they feel better. Now, they may or may not want a solution to their problem, which is really messes with a guy's head, especially if you're in a relationship. But the very fact of them talking through their problems actually helps them. So those are the main differences. So I guess maybe a counseling is more effective for women. The stats are something like 40% of the time is only the time that it helps, apparently. So now, don't let me discourage you from going to counseling. I'm just saying some of the data that's out there, and then rediscovering this video on YouTube from another professional talking about boys and girls in school. I was quite happy to be vindicated about the research actually is there for something that I discovered only fairly recently. And it's ironic because they put you through university and they don't say anything like that, of course. Anyway, so I'll try to link that YouTube video in the description. But yeah, have a think about that. The differences are quite strong. And one last thing while I remember. So girls and women can benefit from that process that men try to use, that process of being a bit more stoic and not ruminating so much about your problems. I think I always liked the problem-solving model in social work, which had a definite goal to solve the actual problem. And that's one of the things when I went to counseling is I went to a male counselor, I said, you can't actually help me. I need resolution of these actual problems. And these actual problems are what's causing me stress and depression and whatever. And so then when I resolved those problems, and then it took time as well to, process the problems that I had. And then when I, fixed the finances or whatever it was as well, then most of those problems disappeared, right? So, all right, I'll leave that with you. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. What do you think? Have you ever had counseling? Has it helped? Are there differences that you've seen between men and women when it comes to counseling? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Teach us out. God bless. And for my records, I'm using my lovely Sennheiser shotgun mic, MKE 600 right here. All right, God bless. Ciao.